Hi, this is part 5 of this tutorial about how to draw a floor plan using ArchiCAD 25, and we are going to continue from where we had stopped in our previous tutorial, and I'm going to begin by showing you how to create a master layout in ArchiCAD. Click on Window, drop down to Toolbars, and then select Layouts and Drawings. And this will appear. Click on it, move your mouse and place it there. Click on New Master Layout, and this will appear. Now let's enter settings for name and size. Under name, we are going to name it Spectrum Virtual Assistance New Master Layout. Under size, we are going to choose that. These are the settings for margin, type 15 millimeters. For this, these are the settings for the size, and then click on landscape. These are the settings for printable area, and for the anchor point, select that point. For display master layout, select below layout, and these are the settings for drawing placement. Click on auto arrange new drawing, and then click on create, and this will appear. So now let's begin customizing our master layout. Under document, drop down to line tool. Under geometry method, select that. The line type, choose solid, and for the pen, change it to that. Click on this point, drag your mouse and click on this point. Under document, click on line. Under geometry method, select that. Click on this point, drag your mouse and click on this point. Now let's insert text in our master layout. Under document, drop down to text tool, click on it, click once in our master layout, drag your mouse and type in details of our text. Click on text. Let's change the font size to 2 millimeters. You can change the text style to bold, make it italic, underline it. Let's choose underline. These are the alignment settings. Let's choose that. And for the pen, you're going to choose that. Let's insert details of our note. Let's change the font to 3 millimeters. Under document, click on text and change it to 2 millimeters. The text pen, make it that. Click once in our layout and type in details of our notes. Once you have done that, under document, click on line tool, click on this point, drag your mouse and click on this point. Click on our text and drag a copy to this point and then type fire notes. Click on that part. Click on our line. Let's drag a copy of our line and you're going to drag it by 22 millimeters. Let's move this to this point and change it to 2 millimeters. Click on our line, move by drag a copy by 1 millimeter. Move this line by 1 millimeter. Under document, click on line tool, draw a line on this part and move it by 1 millimeter. And then let's drag another line here. Let's move it by 1 millimeter. Select these lines. Click on this part and trim these lines. Now let's drag multiple copies of our lines. Select all of this. Then let's drag multiple copies and place it there. First copy. Place another copy here. Another one on this point and this other point. Let's change the name of our text to project title. On this part, type working drawings. And on this, type client details. And use the same process to create this part of our master layout. Click on line and draw a line on this part. Drag a copy of this line and then join those two lines. And that's how you draw a customized master layout in ArchiCAD. You can click on this part, layout book, and drop down, and here is our master layout. In this next step, I'm going to show you how to place views or elevations on a layout. And you are going to place our elevations on the layout that we created. So let's begin. At the top, click on New Layout, and this will pop up. Now let's begin by entering settings for identification and format. Under Layout ID, check that. Under Layout Name, we are going to name it South Elevation. Under Master Layout, we are going to choose Spectrum Virtual Assistance Layout that we had created. Under IDs of drawings on this layout, these are the settings, and then click Create. So now we are going to open our south elevation and place it on our layout. Click on ground floor, click on south elevation, right click, open with current view settings, right click, and select Save View and Place on Layout. Click once on the layout to place your elevation. Click on it. Click on this point. Drag your mouse and select Move Sub Element. You can move your elevation to this point. Let's adjust it. Click on this point and click on that. Move it to this point, and on this point, move it to this point. Click on this part, select Move Sub Element and move it to that point. That's how you place and adjust an elevation on a layout. Now let's place this elevation on our layout. Click on New Layout. Under Identification and Format, drop down to Layout ID. Check that. Under Layout Name, type in West Elevation. Under Master Layout, select that. These are the settings for IDs of drawings on this layout. Click Create. Now let's open our west elevation. Click on elevation line, right click, open with current view settings. Right click, click on Save View and Place on Layout. Click once to place it on our layout. Click on it. Click on this part and move sub element to this point. Now let's adjust this point, place it there. Click on this point and place it on that. Click on this other point and place it there. Click on this part, move sub element that point. Now let's place another elevation. Click on ground floor. We are going to place elevations for those two and our section 2. So let's begin with the north elevation. Click on New Layout. Under Identification and Format, name it North Elevation. Under Master Layout, select this layout and then click Create. Let's open our north elevation. Click on it, right click and select Open with current view setting. Right click, click on Save View and Place on Layout. Click on this point and move our sub element. Click on this part and place it there. Move this point to that point. Move that other point to that point, and move our sub element to this point. Now let's open another elevation, and you're going to open and create a new layout for this elevation. Let's create a new layout. Click on new layout under identification and format. Name this layout as east elevation. Under master layout, select that and then click create. Now let's open our east elevation. Right click, open with current view setting. Right click, click on save view and place on layout. Click on this part and move our sub element to that point. Adjust these four parts of our elevation. Click on this part and move it at point. Now let's create a layout for our section and place it on our master layout. At the top, click on new layout and name it sectional elevation S01. Under master layout, select that and then click on create. Now let's open our sectional elevation. Right click, click on save view and place on layout. Click on that point and adjust these points. Move that point to this part to this area, and then move this sub element to that point. And that's how you place views on a layout in ArchiCAD. Click on layout book, and here are your layout. You can confirm the details on this part. So in this next step, I'm going to show you how to publish layouts that you have just created into a PDF. So let's begin. You're going to click on our layout book, and once again, let's confirm the details of our layouts. And once we have confirmed everything is okay, we are going to proceed and publish them. You're going to begin by publishing our floor plan. On the right side, click on Publisher Sets, drop down to this point and click New Publisher Set, and let's name it Spectrum Virtual Assistance New Publisher Set, and then click Create. After that, drop down to Publishing Properties on this part, click on it, and this will pop up. Let's begin entering our settings. Under Publishing Method, select Save Files, and you're going to select Create a Real Folder Structure. Under File Details, select the folder you want your drawings to be published in, and then click OK. After that, we are going to click on Project Chooser and then select Show Organizer. And this will pop up. Select Publisher Sets, the one that we had created. Click on our floor plan layout. Confirm that under Publisher Sets, our Publisher Set is checked. Click on Floor Plan Layout. Drag it and place it in our Publisher Set. Now let's publish our layout. Click on it. On this part, click on Selected Items and then click on Publish. Confirm that the status says saved. Close, and let's open our folder and confirm if our layout has been published. And here it is. This is how it will look like after being published into a PDF. Now let's publish another layout. Under Layout Book, click on South Elevation. Here it is. Click on Project Chooser and drop down to Show Organizer. Click on South Elevation and drag it and place it in our Publisher Set. Select it and click Publish. Shows it's been saved. Close it and confirm it in our folder. Let's open and view it. And here it is. Now let's publish another layout. Click on Layout Book. Click on West Elevation. Confirm the details. Click on Project Chooser and click on Show Organizer. Drag our layout and place it in our publisher set. Click on it and click on Publish. Once it has been saved, let's open our folder and confirm that. Let's open our elevation, and here it is. Now let's publish this elevation. Click on Project Chooser, drop down to Show Organizer. Click on our elevation and drag it into our publisher set. Click on it and click Publish. Let's open our elevation. Now let's publish the other elevation. Click on East Elevation. Click on Project Chooser and select Show Organizer. After that, drag our elevation into our publisher set and publish it. Once it has been saved, open our folder and confirm details of our elevation. Now let's publish our final layout. Click on Project Chooser. Click on Show Organizer. Click on Layout. Drag it into our publisher set and click on Publish. Confirm that it has been saved and open our folder. And here is our elevation. In this next step, I'm going to show you how to publish multiple elevations at once. Select all layouts and drag them into publisher set. Select all of them and then click on publish. Once under status, it shows that it's been saved. Open our folder and confirm if our elevations have been published into it. and here are our layouts.